Thank you, Sonam. Again, a pleasure to introduce Vaishakhi Malik, who is basically a communication specialist with a focus on public health. She is with the Vital Strategy for quite some time, earlier with in its earlier avatar of World Lung Foundation. And I would specifically say one thing about her, that she is one person instrumental for giving us all those tobacco control spots which get exhibited before the films, during the interval of films, in most of the times in theaters. So welcome, Vaishakhi, and look forward to hearing you.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. It's a pleasure to be introduced by you, and good morning to everybody in the audience and at the YouTube live streaming also. So I think I'm just going to go straight to the point, because all of my co-panelists have really very well set the context and given the background, etc. And I'm just going to focus on the piece of harnessing strategic social media campaigns for protecting youth from industry manipulation. And before I start my presentation, I think at the outset, I would just like to establish that strategic communication is an important and one of the key strategies which is laid down in Empower, FCTC, NTCP, etc., to reverse the tobacco epidemic. And before I go into the specifics of social media, I just wanted to put across that mass media, traditional mass media campaigns have the highest impact and reach, and they will continue to do that for quite some time. And we continue doing that and warning people against the health harms of tobacco through hard-hitting national level mass media campaigns, which is usually implemented by Ministry of Health. But social media is one platform which is new and coming up, which is of course being used extensively and intensively now by the tobacco industry to market products to youth. And that's the same platform that we are now using to counter those tactics and spread the information around it. So the content of my presentation would be, and I think I'm going to skip tobacco industry interference and tactics, and because that has been all detailed out by my co-panelists. And I'll talk about the social media and online tactics first to lay the ground, and then what are the steps to counter the industry through social media campaigns, and then monitoring and exposing TI through online campaigns. How are we doing that, and what is our vision around it? Next slide, please. So, so this is the, and I'm going to skip this, but these are the essential blockages. These are the essential, progress which any, public health program makes through research, policy, implementation, and adoption of policies. And each of these progresses are blocked by tobacco industry in various ways by, producing junk science and interfering in the policies and delaying implementation and using all those tactics for adoption, for delaying the adoption of proposed policies. And we design campaigns to counter all of these blockages that they produce. Next slide. And this is also in short, because this has been covered through, these are all the tactics and interferences that they do through pricing policies, market restrictions, and access. So I'll just skip this slide because this has been covered. Next slide, please. And of course, these are all the ways through which, tobacco industry interferes. And these are all the tactics, and these are especially designed to promote the products to youth and make everything very aspirational for us. For the youth, and also using tactics like front groups, and they have been promoting events, and we see all these literature fests which are being all the ads are promoted, and surrogate advertising which has been blatantly being done in the past recent times very much. Next slide, please. So this is something which is really concerning, because sale of tobacco products in retail websites are being done to target the youth, and these are all the examples. Next slide. And then these are some of the promotional events. Some of them are also global examples, but these are some of the Indian examples where promotional offers and discounts are provided to people to for the uptake. Next slide. And I think my co-panelists have spoken so much about this. This is a threat, and this is really rampant and very blatant now on all the online streaming platforms, promotion of tobacco products. Next slide. So from this basis, now when we talk about the communication strategy, as I said, the communication strategy is always integrated, because we try to harness the the impact and reach of various communication platforms. Like, there are traditional mass media channels, TV and radio. They have an important high reach, and then what we do is we strategize short but intense social media campaigns to counter some of these. So one thing which is our goal in promoting and designing all of these campaigns on social media is basically to denormalize tobacco industry interference. That's the goal. So everything which is normal, which the youth sees on as surrogate ad, or the sale of tobacco products, online streaming of sale of products on online platforms, and the tobacco. So this is all very becoming normal, and the goal of these campaigns is to denormalize it. And how do we do that? And this is all based on evidence of all the previous campaigns that we've done, is that when we use and highlight important data which is related to health harms, so that helps in providing information. And as Upender said, that the goal is not just to provide information and knowledge, that's the first step, but ultimately what we want to do is that we want our target audience to take some action. And that's why call to action for any social media campaigns become very important. Putting real life stories and faces to the tobacco epidemic is really impactful, and we have done campaigns like Sunita, Mukesh, etc., and we've been using these stories on platforms. And then we've been also designing some campaigns which are about winners quitting, and those are real stories which impact people a lot. And then finally, showing evidence of tobacco industry manipulation to general population. So we as tobacco control advocates, we know the manipulation, but there is that general population we doesn't even have an idea how they are manipulated. So on these social media campaigns, we basically use very layman language, but based on all the evidence which Monica talked about, and all the COTPA laws, etc. But we use very common layman language to tell them how industry manipulates general population, and therefore the youth. Next slide. So I'm going to just briefly talk about, we have been doing a lot of campaigns, but I'm going to talk about two campaigns, which is the first one, which is called TERM, which is the expanded version, is Tobacco Enforcement and Reporting Movement. We started this on Facebook in June 2019. And really the vision of this page is basically, as I said, that, just, awareness and knowledge is the first step, but we want people to take action, and we want the general population to take action. So the vision of this page is basically for people to take action. It is just like, to put it very, to simplify it, you may have seen some traffic police, Delhi traffic police platforms where, they encourage the general population to paste or post pictures of violations done on traffic and complain. So this is very similar to that, where we want the people to actually report the violations, see surrogate ads, click pictures and report them on this page. So, right now we are focusing our messages on surrogate advertising and preventing youth initiation of tobacco products and etc. and sale, etc. So very specific, as you can see at the bottom, we are talking about how, to stopping sale of products near school. These are certain things which the general population is not aware of. So we are trying to denormalize it. So right now we are at the stage on this page where we are trying to create knowledge on these laws for denormalizing these manipulations, so that, we come to our vision that, people actually take action and report this violation. So as you can see the matrix, we have reached around, can I go back to the slide, please? Yeah, we've reached around 68,000 followers here. And you can see the matrix here because the matrix would be important to evaluate these campaigns. Next slide. And I'm going to very briefly talk about this. This was a campaign on ENDS, which was, and this was, based on, this was to set public agenda to support the ban on ENDS. And we basically used the hashtag ban on e-cigarettes. And there were 3 themes that were highlighted: marketing tactics by the industry. And these were basically talking about how youth is, these, products are being promoted to the youth. Evidence-based health harms and global examples why bans are important or regulations are important. And then there was a microsite also, which gave more information about the e-cigarettes. Next slide. So we reached a population of 3.29 million on this short-lived campaign, which was to support this thing. And we also were doing a real-time message testing of the products. And what we got to know from the real-time message testing was that the initial phase of the campaign, people were engaging a lot on the health harm messages of the campaigns. They were being impacted by, the signs that we were producing, telling them about the harms, health harms. And gradually over the campaign, youth tactics and marketing tactics to youth, that took up. People really engaged with those kind of messages. And that's the learning that we got from this campaign. Next slide. And as I said, that these campaigns are also, because we use integrated approach. So it's not just the social media campaigns that we're doing online, but we are trying to also amplify these campaigns to a lot of offline activities. And a lot of grantees from union, have been helping us with, amplifying these campaigns offline. And there have been, social media influencers, journalists, and, civil society organizations that have retweeted and amplified these campaigns. Next slide. And these are certain examples of offline events that have been done in conjunction with these campaigns, where children have amplified these campaigns through school activities on important events. Next slide. Yeah. So just in conclusion, I just wanted to say that, social media is one platform which is really coming up. And in the COVID times also, when we study all the media consumption data, we have seen that the social media uptake has increased by 85% in the recent times, and it is going to be the same in future. So not only the tobacco industry is going to harness on this media, but we as tobacco control advocates have to also utilize it very efficiently to reach the youth and protect them. Thank you.
So thank you, Vaishakhi, for very insightful thoughts about the various media strategies used by CTFK to undercover tobacco industry, vital strategies, sorry. So I think